Welcome to day one of our 5-day online business starter challenge. So, today, congratulations to everybody who's decided to take part. And today, what we're going to do is the biggest question is how to find your niche. That is the question. And really, it's not so much a matter of finding your niche. Well, it is for some people, but this is where to start, right? So, and this is all about being online. So, for the next 5 days, every day will be a new challenge, a new activity for you to start to do, to think about, to decide if it's something for you. Okay. And so, like today, when we were talking, today is all about um, how to find your niche. And what does that mean? But so a lot of people talk about different online businesses and they think about things, and there's a whole conception out there. Nice pronunciation. But what I want you to do is to, before you get into thinking into this, there's one part that I really need you to actually start thinking about to see whether online business is for you. And so you can either get a sheet of paper ready so that you're going to answer these questions. There's also going to be a worksheet on our website, which is bluesquaresuccess.ca/5 days. And the worksheet will be there as well. But right now, just grab a piece of paper and, write down these questions and see what you have to say. Because really, why are you wanting an online business? That's the best place to start. And when you think about it, um, ask yourselves, that's the big question is, why do you want an online business? Because you have a conception or an idea as to what that means. And so over the next 5 days, we're going to challenge you on a few different things for you to think about to help you decide what it is that you're looking for. And so with the first part is you have 4 questions that I want you to answer, right? So when you're looking at these 4 questions, really give them some thought. Because they matter. They matter in the whole 5 days. So the first question is, why do you want an online business? And when you're looking at that, it's because I need you to really think about it, right? So on the worksheet, there's a section that you can fill in, or just on a piece of paper that you have, write down why you want an online business. The second question that I really want people to ask themselves is, what is your goal with the online business? Because we all have one, right? So we all have a perception as to whether it's extra money, maybe it's to actually have more passion in something that you're doing, to create more awareness in something that you have, whatever it is. But you need to know kind of what your goal is, as to what it is that you're thinking that you want to do. And the third question is one that I really think people really kind of forget about when they're thinking about it, but it's an important one. So, how much time are you willing to put into the business? Or is it one of those things? And I say it this way: so if it's a business and you want to make money with it, that's a business. But a lot of people really just want a hobby. And so you have to kind of do the priority as to where it is. A business will take time, and a bunch of other stuff to actually get going in a business. So if you're willing to commit to, whether it's an hour a day, 2 hours a day, you need to commit a time frame for your business. And that is an important place to start. And the fourth question that most people kind of don't really think about necessarily is, do you have a budget in mind to start your business? And when I say that, that also is one of those things, is because they're not free, right? There's no such thing as a free business unless you're going to buy and sell used stuff, but you still are spending money. So you have to realize, think about what it is and what budget do you have in mind to start your business. And so, put those aside, but keep those in your forefront as we go through the 5 days, just to give you an idea as to what it is that we're going to be talking about. Okay. And so now we can actually get into um, finding your niche. And some people don't say that way. They say niche. I like niche, so I'm going to say that way. And so the traditional way, and over the next 5 days, I'm going to challenge you in different ways about how to think about this. So the first one, which is, get another piece of paper, draw a circle, and in the first circle, write things you love to do. And that could be anything. Like, it could be baking, it could be crafts, it could be, helping people solve their problems, it could be whatever it is. But there's also going to be a worksheet. This is two parts. So there'll be a piece of paper that you can use to draw on three circles, as well as have another piece of paper with three columns with each of the different headings that you're going to see, and then write at least 10 items for each topic. Okay. There's a worksheet for that too. And again, you can get the worksheets at our website, bluesquaresuccess.ca/5days. And so the first one is things you love to do. The second one is things that you're good at. And in some cases, we may love to do something, but we're not really good at it. Like me in power tools, no, I do kind of like to do it, but I'm not good at it. I get more frustrated than anything else. So I know that that's not something that works for my niche. And so make sure the first one is things you love to do, and the second one is things you're good at. And so the third one, and this is one of the most important ones that I always think people tend to forget, is what things will people pay for? And in some cases, you'll be surprised what they'll pay for. And in others, you'll be going, well, why won't anybody pay me for that? And so you have to really kind of think about it and ask yourself these questions as to whether or not it is something that people would pay for. And when you do that and you draw the little circle, or on the list, you can cross-check the list and stuff. But when you look at it, that little intersection of between those three circles is your niche or niche. And that is where you can kind of cross it over. So on the sheet of paper, that the worksheet or the piece of paper that you have, and write, three columns, one of things you love to do, one of things you're good at, and one of things people will pay for, and make at least 10 items, and then compare. And so if you have one in all three categories, bonus, that's your niche. If you don't, then you have to kind of play around to see what it is that you might be looking at. Because when you look at it and you break it down, that will give you more information as to what it possibly could be, right? So, you have to think about that. So now, so once you've done that, and now to be eligible for the prize draw, what you'll have to do now, the first question that I always ask people too is, now you know your niche or have a good idea, is that enough? And the answer is no, because there's more areas that we're going to talk about, we're going to discuss over the next 5 days. And so, but at least you have an idea, right? And you've answered the 4 questions about why you want an online business and all of those things and where it might fall in your priority. So now, to be eligible to be entered for today's $25 Amazon gift card draw, you have to, within the next 24 hours, comment below with 1 to 3 interests or passions of yours. That's the important thing. And we are across 4 different platforms. So we're doing this on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, as well as YouTube. So I will compile everybody's answers, and then I will make a draw just before the next day, before tomorrow's release. And so now, if you want the worksheets that we mentioned in this, then simply go to our website, bluesquaresuccess.ca/5days, and they will be there for you to download to your computer. And they're fillable PDFs, so you can actually do it all on your computer or on your phone, and then save them, and you will have that reference for later. So in the meantime, I hope I've given you lots to think about. And when you actually are going through the process, really be honest with yourself so that you actually have an idea as to what this means and how it can impact the next step. And on that note, we will see you tomorrow.